All right.
Hello, welcome back to Kegs Guild.
Welcome back to the Kegs Guild. We are back, and we are going to do year 2 settlement phase since we just pretty much beat this lion and shamed him and his family. So let's do this. So we got our resources. We've got golden whiskers, very nice. We've got some monster hide. We got some monster bone. More monster hide. We got a kind of a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
We got more. We got the great cat bone. We got some hide. Well, white fur hide.
For the wild card, it's an organ, a bone, hide, or consumable. Oh, never mind.
Hey, we got this. We got this. Give me that monster controller card. Take that. Get that out of your way.
We don't need that.
We are in the settlement setup stage. So we've got our lantern horde.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our skinnery, our bonesmith, and our organ grinder. And let's see, I think we also get, after destroying that white lion, I think we also get the Caterium. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Alright. The first time the white lion is defeated, add the Caterium to the settlement location, which is basically the Caterium has white lion specific stuff you can make. So that's pretty cool. So we'll add that to our settlement locations. Where is my settlement sheet? It's down here. Alright. There's a bunch of... Now it feels like we're kind of in the admin mode. Gotta do all this stuff. Setting up the settlement board.
Dad,
Yeah?
I'm going to throw this away.
We gotta set up some locations. We did that.
Back in the game.
We have to, let's see, what do we got? Do we have any, oh yeah, we have language and we have Hubble. So we gotta set up our innovations out there. So we have, our innovations, we have language, we have Hubble, which gives us...
What does Hubble do?
Hubble gives us +1 survival when we leave, but it also helps us with baby making stuff.
Nice.
So we get these languages, and we get home innovations.
Once you end the battle, doesn't everyone erase their wounds and stuff, like low hit, high hit?
Yep, just hang on.
Okay. Never mind.
We get family.
Forget they said that. Wow, beast.
Well, I'm not gonna forget you said it. I'm just saying, don't get ahead of me, because I'm
Dad,
kind of going slow here.
Beast has like no hits on anything.
That's pretty good. He was a good battler.
Really good. The lion like never attacked him. That means. Which is kind of funny because I always thought he attacked him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for 2 times.
So what I'm pulling out of the innovations, I'm building our innovation deck. So far in our innovations, we have all of the language consequences, and then we are getting the home consequences. So I'm just making sure I have them all. Yep. So on each of the tops of the cards, it'll tell what consequence it is. So we're pulling all the homes. Then, once we have that, we shuffle our deck, our innovation deck. This is what we can innovate from. I don't think we have any principles yet. We don't. And how many survivors do we have? That's a good thing to know, because when we get up to 15 survivors, something special happens. We only have 12 survivors. All right. So, innovations. So I'll set these here. Okay, so Survivors Return. Are we at that stage yet? We've done everything. Oh, here's what we got to do. Survivors Return. All survivors that endured the previous showdown are the returning survivors. When these survivors return to the settlement, their injuries are healed. So you can heal all your injuries. So go ahead and heal your injuries.
That's only going to be on Cruella, which is kind of funny. Do you also do that?
You leave your insanity, and you leave your survival wherever it is.
Yep.
Now, survival and insanity, they don't automatically replenish. So their values stay the same as where they are. Permanent injuries do not heal on their own, but some later innovations and events will enable you to heal them. So your -1, those stay. -1 to strength and -1 to accuracy, those stay. Okay, so that gets us there. So now we gain endeavors. We gain 1 endeavor for every survivor that lived. That's going to give us 4 endeavors. So that is this endeavor token. So we get 4 of those. Those go along with our stuff. We have to use those.
First,
And
Tyrion, Bonesmith, Organ Grinder, Skinnery.
the other thing we're going to do is we're going to give all of our survivors 1 hunt XP, which is going to trigger something for us. So give your survivor a hunt XP.
Okay. Both?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to trigger both.
Yep. So now that actually triggers everyone. Everyone has 2 hunt XP. So this is going to trigger the age milestone. So we're going to go ahead and... So we're going to do that right now. So we're going to go and flip to the age.
Age. I don't know.
Age. Your time in the darkness changes you. Ooh, what could it be?
Oh, scary.
So here, gain the benefits for the Hunt XP milestone you have reached. A survivor may only gain each milestone benefit once a lifetime. So, what we've gained is weapon proficiency. You may now select a weapon type for weapon proficiency. If you wound a monster with the selected weapon type, you are now eligible to gain a proficiency level during the aftermath. Roll on the table below. So, what weapons... So, Cruella has the bone dagger, right?
Yep.
So you might as well give her dagger proficiency.
Got it. Bone dagger?
Just dagger.
Okay. So all daggers? Because if I just do daggers later on, we're going to be like, oh, what kind of dagger? All daggers?
Well, it is all daggers.
Oh, okay, got it.
You're going to have to pick something for beast. I'm going to give Mufasa Fist and Tooth. Just because I think that's funny. Because he's Mufasa.
Well, someday I'm going to lose my founding stone. So might as well do...
He's going to get a weapon, so we can make the weapon that...
Okay.
How about, like, axe?
Axe?
Yeah, we'll make him a bone axe or something. And we'll give Esmeralda just... we'll give her... We'll give her... I don't know. We'll give her... Qatar. Because those are cool. No. We'll give her sword. Because we can make a sword. We can't make
Hey, Dad,
guitars.
wanna know what's cool about Cat Fang's knife? that has 3 red. Well, like 4, actually.
Okay, so now we also roll 2d10. So go ahead and roll 2d10 for Cruella.
So 2 dice.
2d10, we're going to add the result.
Roll high.
11.
Okay.
So you gain 1 random fighting art.
Awesome. Oh, stick thing with 6 red.
So fighting arts are cool.
Yeah. Wonder what would happen if you got 2 crits. That'd be epic. So 20.
One random fighting art. All right. Go ahead while I'm shuffling these. Go ahead and roll for Beast.
Got it. Three to 6.
9. So he also gets 1 random fighting art.
Okay.
So this is Cruella. She's going to get double dash. During your act, once per round, you may spend an activation to gain a dash. So instead of an attack, you can gain a dash. So if like you're really far away, that you couldn't attack it anyway, you could spend your attack activation to do a dash
And
instead of spending a survival.
And you get 1 attack, little dash thing, when, like, per fight. Showdown.
So
Right?
right under fighting arts, double dash for Cruella. Double dash.
I have a question.
What?
Is
What's
it-
your question?
Is it possible to have a max of fighting arts?
You can only have 3 at a time.
That's
So
what I thought.
Beast is going to get double dash. I totally shuffled.
Oh
So
my
Beast
gosh.
gets double dash as well.
That is crazy.
Mhm.
Well, we're gonna be fast.
So write down double dash for him. I will roll for Mufasa. 7. 7 is gain 1 random fighting art.
I guess-
Mufasa is going to get Mighty Strike. On a perfect hit, gain +2 strength until the end of the attack. Sweet.
That's epic.
So Mighty Strike.
Hey Dad, if you roll something pretty high, you might get something better than a fighting art. Or something that's junky. No, it's just like, you should have rolled too high. Even though you always have to roll high. That'd be weird if it's
Okay, Esmeralda is going to get 16. Gain +1 permanent accuracy. So Esmeralda gets +1 permanent accuracy. Not bad. Okay. So that was our age. So now we're back to the settlement phase. Back to the settlement phase.
Why would stink
Hmm.
if this whole video they didn't hear us, but that's probably not true since someone was watching us
Okay.
before. Right? And probably still watching us, I don't know.
Okay, so now we're at update timeline.
Got it? So year 2?
We are year 2. And we have to do a settlement event.
How come?
Because we always do a
because
settlement
year
event.
2?
Always do a settlement event. These can be varying degrees of evil and not evil.
Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be bad. Way for them was fight the butcher. That'd be crazy. Fight the butcher.
Alright, so
Unless
we got
someone has three. No, if someone has 3 courage, fight the butcher.
Skull Eater.
Dang. Come on.
Let's do it like this. I can see Skull Eater.
No.
Okay, so Skull Eater. Randomly choose a returning survivor, so one of the returners, and give them +3 insanity. If there are no returning survivors, choose a survivor from the settlement to gain +3 insanity. The survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor. They awaken a hunger that cannot be stopped and roll on the table below. They gain the following impairment: marrow hunger, which means when the murder or skull eater settlement events are drawn, this survivor is nominated. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I was thinking about that.
Well, go ahead and roll it.
I'll roll it with special one. I don't know. 2.
So it's going to be Cruella.
Cruella.
So Cruella is the skull eater. Give her +3 insanity.
She's crazy.
She's insane. After 3 insanity, you are considered insane. So she also gets marrow hunger. So write down under
Additional notes?
under impairment. You see the box that says impairment?
I do not. Oh, I see it. Got it.
Write down marrow hunger.
How do you spell marrow?
MARROW.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure if that was 2 R's or what. Awesome, I only use 1 whole line.
Oh, you know what? Cruella, didn't she break her arm?
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be sad. Something sad's gonna happen.
No. That's not what it was. Dislocated shoulder. Until showdown. So never mind. So that's not permanent. Never mind. Okay. So roll 1d10
Okay.
for Cruella.
Oh, dang it.
Oh boy. The Skull Eater's activities go unnoticed. They gain +1 permanent strength and +1 courage. So Cruella gets +1 strength. She had -1 strength, right?
Yeah,
So now that's
erased.
gone.
That's good.
Yeah.
And
And +1 courage.
Do I just add 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Uses-
Add the murder settlement event to the timeline next year.
Oh, that stinks.
So next year we got murder.
Murderfest.
That's not good. And she's going to be the one chosen too.
She is?
Because she has the marrow hunger.
Dang it, that
Because it
shit
says when the
was
murder or
perfect.
skull eater settlement events are drawn, the survivor is nominated.
If only if you had 1 survival, you could dodge it.
So that's the end of that. Great. She's probably going to die next year.
Yeah. I don't like how you say she's probably gonna die next year.
Okay.
At least she's gonna be able to fight, right? Let's just say she died in her fight.
So we also have to do Endless Screams, which is a story event for year 2.
Ah, screams! Ah, brain trauma.
Endless Screams.
Screams in my head. Oh my gosh.
Yo, just popping by to show some support to a fellow streamer. Let me know if I can ever help out. Stay sick. Thanks, Sick Veins. Awesome. Yeah, we're just doing some KDM love. If you haven't seen it, this game is absolutely crazy. Yeah, and we are in year 2. So endless screams. Here we go. A scream pierces the silence around the settlement. Ooh. As the noise fades, a chorus of horror rises up in answer. Yeah. All right. The settlement erupts into chaos, trying to comprehend the source of the terrible wail. You may now hunt the screaming antelope.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because I know that
Add it to the quarry list. So,
gives you a bunch of points.
we are adding... Oh, you know what? Defeated monsters. I can put in White Lion. We kicked his butt.
Yeah, that was easy.
He was pretty basic.
Easy peasy.
Basic.
Basic. That's what I'm talking about. Basic.
He was super basic.
Super basic.
All right, now we can add... We can add the screaming antelope to our quarry list. Oh, and we will be hunting him.
Yes.
All right.
Will.
Nominate.
Not like scaredy cats.
Nominate a single survivor to stand amidst the madness. They gain +1 courage and become the voice of reason.
Not Cruella. Because she's gonna die.
Okay, well, we can do any of these other survivors in our group. We can do a rando.
Yeah, let's...
Can we do a rando?
Or we could roll for it. Bounce. Yeah, we could. I guess we could roll like 2 dice and, see. Or 3. Whatever dice it takes.
I think we should just do a random.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's choose male 1.
Okay. Got
Alright.
it. Got it.
Roll 1. Oh, so male 1 is our unnamed hero is gonna get +1 courage.
Hello, male 1.
All right. And he becomes the voice of reason. So roll 1d10 for this dude. Roll high.
Like 4.
5. The survivor realizes the noise is most likely from another strange creature that lives out in the darkness. And it's probably a good idea we attack this thing.
Yes.
That's what I assume he says. Yeah, so we should attack the screaming thing. Yeah, that's what we should do.
4 people.
Yes. Find 4 people.
I'm the voice of reason, which means you should do this.
After some effort, they manage to calm the settlement. Calm down. What
Yes.
could be worse than a white lion? Nothing. And that white lion was basic.
Yeah.
The survivor gains +1 understanding. All right, so he's going to get +1 understanding. I get it. Returning survivors. So all of us, all the returners, we all get +1 insanity. So the returners are going to go a little insane.
Like, oh yeah, we did this.
So that's cool. Cruella is losing her mind. Because she's got 4
gonna die.
insanity, so she's losing her mind. Okay. Back.
Cruella's like, yes, yes.
I think you've lost your mind. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She has lost her mind. Update death count.
Nothing
Nothing.
happened.
Check milestones. We've already done all of anything. So we are now in development stage.
Wow. Yay!
So this is basically what we do. How we usually play is we start our game with a showdown, and we play all the way through the development and then deciding what we're going to hunt next. And then we save, and then the next session we'll start with that hunt for whatever it was we decided. So that's kind of how we do it. So we are going to go through the development stage now. We have 4 endeavors. We definitely should always innovate. I always say you got to innovate at least once, or you have to innovate once per...
What is innovating?
Innovate is when we draw from the innovation deck that gives us these.
Oh yeah, at least
So-
once. Yes, 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 yes.
So we need an endeavor, a bone, an organ, and a hide to do it.
Okay.
Let's use a basic hide.
A bone.
Let's use a basic bone.
Endeavor.
Let's use this basic bone.
Okay, yeah. Not great cat bones.
And let's use that random.
Random
organ. This thing.
Got it.
All right,
But
so
we
we're
can
gonna use
it
these.
for something else, but okay.
We're gonna use these, and we're gonna do an innovation. So we draw two, and we pick one. So the first one is called Inner Lantern. The settlement finds the light within. All survivors gain the Surge survival action.
Ooh.
That is really good. Surge
Surge.
allows us to do an additional attack. If we spend a survival, we can do an additional attack.
Family.
The other one is called Family. Departing survivors gain +1 survival. And we already get that. So we would actually get +2 survival.
That would be really cool.
Survivors nominated for intimacy may give themselves a surname if they do not have one. A surname is a last name. A newborn survivor inherits the surname of one parent, their weapon type, and half of their weapon proficiency levels.
That.
Whoa.
I think family.
I don't
We're doing
know.
that.
Surge is really good.
True. I don't know.
That's a hard one.
Because you get so much stuff for family, but then...
But Surge is really good.
Yeah, because you could be like, oh no, there's only a little bit left. Killed him.
Wow, this is a hard decision. I've never played with family before, but that's interesting too. You get the +1 survival, and then newborns get... Basically, newborns would get their weapon proficiency type and half of their weapon proficiency levels.
I think family.
I still think we should go with... I think we should go with Surge.
I don't know.
We gotta do Surge.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay.
Because we have to be able to kill monsters.
True.
Family's not gonna help us kill anything.
But it will help us make babies.
Well,
And
our
make
babies
them
will be... I think at this stage in the game, we go with Surge.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just do Surge.
Yep.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a mistake. All right. So that one's hard. So we're gonna go with Inner Lantern. I don't know. It could be a mistake.
Could be a mistake. Could be the best thing ever.
But so everyone gets Surge. I mean, Surge is so good. That's the thing. So we've got Dodge and Courage and Surge. All right. So we have 3 endeavors still. We can... Let's start building. Let's make stuff. So with Caterium, there's a couple of things that are good about Caterium. So because we have that shimmering mane, we can make a special white lion armor with this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We also have those golden whiskers, and those golden whiskers do something, I think. Oh, you can make... Oh, with golden whiskers and 1 bone, you can make that whisker harp.
I wonder what that does.
Also, by the way, we also have something else. We have Eye of the Cat and Sinew.
What's that?
It was in our resources. Sinew is an organ, but it's a cat organ. With sinew and 1 bone, we can make the catgut bow.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That's really good.
And with the eye of the cat, we can make the cat eye circlet.
What does that do?
Oh, what does the cat eye circlet do? I will show you what it is.
I'm excited. What's it do? Woo! I'm cold. Well, next year, Corella is gonna die.
Maybe. We'll see.
What? How did
She might
die?
survive.
How would she survive?
Well, she's probably going to be the killer.
Oh.
So she might actually survive.
Okay.
Cat eye circlet. So with cat eye circlet, for if we spend an action, it's jewelry. Reveal the next 3 monster hit locations and put them back in any order.
That's good because
Oh, wait, let me see. I always do that.
if
and I
there's a
can't see.
clever ploy, like clever ploy, that one, you know, a trap card, then you could just make it the last card and you know when it's going to happen, so you just do that again.
Exactly.
So it's like you never get that card until the deck runs out, which that's a big deck.
There's the cat eye circlet. So we're going to make that.
Yeah, cat eye circle.
So we used our eye of the cat.
Hopefully it doesn't like fall off, like something bad happens.
Yeah. Well, that actually
like-
could happen.
Yeah.
So we have the cat eye circlet. That's awesome.
Like you get a really bad thing, like roll one and then tear it out.
We can make the lion headdress. That's what this shimmering mane does. If we spend, one shimmering mane, we can make this lion headdress, which is basically headgear.
Nice.
It's white lion headgear. I think we should do it.
We have basically barely any armor, so I think we should spend some stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna spend the shimmering mane to make that. So we now have a lion headdress, and you know what's cool about this?
What?
You can still wear a helmet.
Oh my gosh. So that's like 2 heads.
Yep.
Wait, not 2 heads, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
2 head armor.
I knew we should have. All right.
But the people who are watching probably did. Like, oh my gosh, you can have 2 heads. That's crazy.
I think we should make the catgut bow.
Get go boat.
We have the sinew and we can use the bone. Okay.
Got it.
So we use the sinew that we have and that bone, and we'll make the catgut bow, because that weapon's pretty OP.
Yeah, he's 2 days, 7 a rider, 3 strength, which pretty good.
It's just nice to have ranged weapons.
Yeah. Because
The other thing is that special arrow, but we don't have a lion claw. We need a lion claw for that special arrow, that claw head arrow. That thing's awesome.
And it's not like you could do this, then you can only use it once, right? So
Well, the claw head arrow you can only use once, but the
I know,
catgut bow
but
you can
it's
use
not
as
like-
much as you want.
you could use it once, you can't use it ever again. You have to get a new one. After next showdown, you can use it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's pretty good.
So I think what we should do. Esmeralda took sword. So what did? Oh, we were gonna make a bone axe, right?
Yeah, for Beast.
That's 1 bone and 1 organ. Do those golden whiskers? Okay. We're gonna use these golden whiskers
Got it.
and this bone, and we'll make the bone axe. Okay. So we got a bone axe. The next thing we're gonna do is we've got 2 hides left.
Mhm.
So we can make more stuff from the skinnery. So more armor. Right now we have a headband. We can make 2 rawhide vests. Or A raw. Let's actually not do that. Let's do a vest and gloves.
Mm-hmm.
That'll get us closer to a whole rawhide suit,
Mm-hmm.
which is OP.
Yep.
So vest and gloves.
Except I forgot what it does.
The suit.
Yeah, like what it does.
That's the one where, like, if you spend a survival, you can roll to see if you get your survival back.
That is epic.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we use the white fur and this.
The only problem about the whole like armor set, does it only do it on body or does it do it on?
When you have a whole armor set, it's
Yeah.
all the way across.
Okay, good. Because if it's only body, it kind of stinks because.
Mm-hmm. Now the fresh acanthus, we can spend it at the organ grinder. No, not at the organ grinder. Where did we do?
That was weird. Where?
Oh yeah. One fresh acanthus gives
Oh,
us
yeah.
one dried acanthus.
So basically, we could just turn that into a dried cube.
Mm-hmm. So we will do that.
Nothing else.
So we will do it. All right. Which the dried acanthus is good because that will that'll help us.
What are skull noses?
Skull noses? What do you mean? Stone noses?
Oh, stone noses. Okay.
Well, first let me tell you what dried acanthus does. Dried acanthus, whoever's got this, when you depart, gain +2 survival.
That's epic.
When you suffer a severe injury, ignore it and get rid of this. It's pretty good.
That's epic.
It's pretty good. The stone noses is this.
On arrival, gain +1 survival, +1 insanity. Yeah, it's just saying arrival at start of showdown. That's pretty good because look,
Mm-hmm.
it only costs these, and we have 3 left.
Yeah, but we should make some babies.
Oh right, does it only require these?
Well, yeah. So if we do,
Nice. Innovate? No, that's not what it's called.
Augury, we can try to make some babies.
Got it.
So I think we should. We can also, so we can either do augury, where we can roll and attempt to make new babies, or we can also spend them on this. I cannot grab it. If we spend on this, it's called shared experience. Nominate a survivor that has 2 or more hunt XP than yourself.
Everyone?
They describe illuminating details of their desired death. If you are not deaf, gain +1 hunt XP from their story. If the nominated survivor has shattered jaw, instead gain +1 insanity.
Except no one has 2 more.
We have 2 more than these unnamed survivors. So basically, we could spend one of these to have one of these guys tell them a story, and they will automatically gain 1 hunt XP.
That's cool.
So we could level them up. Basically.
Indeed.
So, but we should definitely.
But then that gets them closer to retirement.
Yeah, but when they. Yeah, but the thing about leveling up is that it gets them closer to weapon proficiencies.
Oh, right.
So, anyway. But we should try and make a baby. So, why don't you try?
Yep, I will.
So, we'll spend an endeavor on augury. Roll a 10-sided.
Got it?
Roll high.
Don't roll 1.
7. Gain +1 survival.
Okay, for. I'm just saying.
Give it to
Beast.
Corella. She has nothing.
Okay, yeah. Keep him at 2.
Okay. Well, I'll try. Give me a die. I'll use this one. So this is going to be Mufasa.
Roll high.
9.
Yeah, that's gotta make a baby.
All right. Intimacy.
Baby.
So now we get to roll on the intimacy table. So, this could be bad. Like most things in this game, intimacy, you can die.
Yes. Sad. That sounded weird. How I said sad.
Intimacy. Nominate one consenting male and one consenting female survivor and roll on the intimacy table. I'm going to pick male 2 and female 2.
Got it. Since they're both 2.
Yep.
They were born on the same day, same time. Let's just say.
Here we go.
Same day.
A 9.
Again?
That's good.
And you got that when it was a 9. That's crazy.
And we have Hovel too, but man. Oh, if I rolled a 10, we would get us. Because we have this, if I rolled a 10, we would get a savior. I don't know what that is, but I hear it's pretty good. Anyway, I rolled a 9. The settlement celebrates a twice fortunate event. A pair of healthy newborn survivors enter the world. The settlement gains +2 population. That's awesome. That puts us at 14.
Female and male.
Yep. So we are at 14. And now we have male 5 and female 5. And the first time your settlement gives birth to a new survivor, we gain the population, and the survivors ponder existence. So we have to do principle new life. So.
Wonder what that is.
So.
Yeah, what it is. There we go.
We have to choose a principle. Yeah, I don't know where you're standing.
I don't know.
I always have a hard time finding these things in the book, even though they're mostly alphabetical. So new life is what I'm looking for. There's something in here I just passed called Legendary Monsters. No idea what that could be. Maybe it's something where the monsters have legendary or something. Alright, principles. Here we are. Principle New Life. The group must decide how to raise their young.
Oh.
So we're going to choose without mercy or with affection. So without mercy, the toys are taken from the child and replaced with a cold stone face shard. Training begins immediately. The settlement gains the survival of the fittest principle, and if we do affection, the settlement embraces a child with warm arms. Nurturing new life is their highest calling. So
I think we should do.
Survival of the fittest is where you roll and pick the lowest roll on the intimacy table. I don't think we should do that.
So we're doing with affection?
Yes. We're going to choose
Got
with
it.
affection. Let's do something different. Because when we chose that one in the past, it was not good.
Hey, let's do a reroll.
So, survival of the fittest is really great and everything. However, so like with survival of the fittest, you get some cool stuff with your newborns and survivors and stuff. However, when you try and make newborns, you gotta roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Yeah, so
And
it's
that becomes very, very, very difficult to survive. In fact, I've lost entire settlements because of it.
Well, unless we win every single time.
So we are gonna do protect the young. So, that's what we're going to do. Children are the future. When rolling on the intimacy story event, roll twice and pick any result. Way better.
Oh my gosh. Imagine you got a 10 and a 1. And then you had survival of the fittest. That would
So-
stink.
The settlement embraces the child with warm arms. Nurturing new life is their highest calling. The settlement gains a new life principle, protect the young. So I will mark that down. So
Maybe when it gets older.
we did first
Get
child is
trigger.
born, and we are doing protect the young. Find and place the card on the settlement board and note it on the settlement record sheet. After adding the card to the settlement, roll 1d10. So go ahead and roll. Roll.
2
Awesome.
dice. Right?
Just one. 7? All right. The children are raised by the entire settlement and endowed with the hopes and wisdom of all. The newborn survivors gain +2 understanding and the strategist fighting art. Ooh, so male 5 and female 5 have +2 understanding already, right off the bat. And
That's awesome.
strategist fighting art. So that's cool.
Yeah, so they're already kind of fighty, like that, right? So they could fight. Not like survival of the fittest, where it's like, oh, let's roll 2 dice. Got one in a lantern. Gotta take the one. Male and female die. Well, Bob and whatever.
I feel like you're starting to lose your mind. Are you?
Yeah.
I was right. Nice. Okay. All right. So we've made a baby. We made 2 babies, actually. So our population is up to 14. We still have 2 endeavors to use. Should we try and make more babies?
Yeah, because if we get to
If we get to 15,
that would be epic.
we get a new principal.
Woo!
So let's try it. Roll 1d10. We'll
Got it.
say, since we did Cruella last time, this time Beast is using it, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Savior?
No.
Dang it.
All that does is means now you can roll on the intimacy table.
Dang it. What? What the heck?
Now, if you roll a crit, we get a savior.
Okay, that was terrible.
But listen, you get to roll 2 dice and pick the best one.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Because we have the
talking about.
protect the young
Yeah,
principle.
that's what I'm
Let's
talking
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah.
Get the crit. Get the crit. 9 and a 7.
9.
Wait a minute.
I choose 9.
Let me tell you what happens if you picked a 7. If you choose 9, we'll get 2 +2 population.
Okay.
If you choose 7, we get +1 population, and the male and the female gain +10 survival. Well, they could only have 3 survivals, so they would get 3 survival. Just do the 2. We'll do the 2. So you pick the 9. The settlement celebrates twins again. So now we have male 6, female 6. And we are up to 16.
You know what that means?
Yep, that
Story
means
event.
that means the story
Right.
event.
Yeah.
We've never seen this before. Me and you have not seen this before. So that
Woo!
just triggered.
Intriguing.
That triggers
A gun?
Principal Society.
What is that? Let's see. We'll see.
Alright, I have not seen this before. I have no idea what to expect here. Principal Society. Ooh, look at that picture.
You should show the camera that. Creates the undead!
Alright, I'll show you.
Creates
Oh,
the
jeez.
undead. That's what happens.
Flip the table.
Yep. That's what happens when I create the undead.
Okay. There was once a mad woman who spent her days talking to the darkness. She was like this. Oh, darkness, white antelope. Yeah, that's what she was like. That's how I imagined her to be. One day, it spoke back. That's what I feel like.
Liar.
White lion.
Oh.
The group must choose one. Collective toil or accept darkness. So collective toil says, tainted by darkness, a survivor nearly brought ruin to the settlement. On the day of her exile, the people decided that all must spend equal time hunting and working to avoid future disasters. -1 population. Add Bone Witch to the timeline 3 years from now.
We should see what Bone Witch is.
Accept darkness. No, that would be cheating. The darkness spoke startling truths. It told the people they were monsters, just like the ones they hunted. The people accepted their monstrosity and their place stalking the darkness. So, what should we do? Collective toil or accept the darkness?
Wait, what does accept the darkness do? So it...
I don't know. I like it better when we don't know what it does.
What you just read, like right
Yeah,
here.
I know. I'm not gonna tell you what the principal does or what the other stuff is.
Then what did you just say about accept the darkness?
The darkness spoke startling truths. The people accepted their monstrosity and their place stalking in the darkness. I don't know which one's better. Which one?
Accept the darkness.
Okay, accepting darkness. I'll read it again. We're going to accept the darkness. The darkness spoke startling truths. It told the people they were monsters, just like the ones they hunted.
You're a monster.
You're a monster. I am a monster. The people accepted their monstrosity and their place, stalking in the darkness.
I think this is good.
The settlement gains the society principle, accept darkness. Find and place the card on the settlement board.
I think this is good. Maybe it makes them stronger. I don't know. I'm a monster. I must kill everything. Oh, that must be bad. Actually,
Accept the darkness.
I'm the only monster.
The settlement no longer fears the darkness. Letting go means your resolve cannot be cracked. Add +2 to all brain trauma rolls. That's what that looks like. So all brain trauma rolls, we add +2. Okay, that's because we're already crazy probably. And
I'm a monster.
so let's see. Then it says,
I'm a beast. I'm a monster.
all right, we have to record it on the sheet. So we have, we are now accepting the darkness.
I accept the darkness.
And roll 1d10.
Better be a high roll. Whoa, 7. That rolled fast.
Nominate a female survivor. If you can't, nominate a male instead. The survivor is heralded as the settlement's leader. Gain the chaotic disorder. It cannot be removed for any reason. In addition, gain the leader and orator of death fighting arts.
Ooh, I think... I don't know. Because you get...
Well, let's see.
fighter, but then
Let's see what chaotic and leader and I'll just go through it. So, what is orator of death?
Is that cheating?
To read these, no, because I gotta get around anyway. So we have orator of death, and leader. So orator of death. Once per showdown, you may spend an action to have all non-death survivors gain +2 insanity. Oh yeah, I like that one. When you die, you encourage all survivors with your last words. And then leader. Whenever you encourage a survivor, they gain +1 speed token until the end of the round.
Oh, that is good.
Once per hunt phase, you may inspire another survivor. They use your understanding and courage to resolve a hunt or story event. Example, if you have 3+ courage, you can inspire another survivor to walk the path of the brave during overwhelming darkness. Okay.
So we get both or choose?
So both,
Awesome.
but also a disorder. And the disorder is quiotic. So let's look up what quiotic is.
All these are showing their head.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
their
these
brain.
are brain disorders.
But
Quiotic. You carry the weight of your settlement on your shoulders. Everyone is counting on you to save them, and you will rise to the challenge. If you are insane when you depart, gain +1 survival and +1 strength.
that sounds
Pretty
Wait.
awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like something good, not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Why is it disorder then? I don't get that. Oh, because everyone's counting on you to win. And
I don't know.
I must win.
Well, let's give it to Esmeralda.
Yeah, that is pretty good. That's a good disorder. Not like disorders that are like terrible.
Since Gorella's probably gonna die, let's give it to Esmeralda.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she's gonna get.
Oh, let's give it to Corella. No, she's gonna die.
So she's gonna get
Oh,
quiotic,
Leader's dead.
and she's gonna get. If you're insane when you depart,
That is good.
if insane on depart, gain +1 survival and +1 strength token.
But they're not permanent, but they're for the whole showdown, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's pretty epic.
Leader
She is epic because she's the leader.
and orator of death.
I tell you what to do. I tell you what to do. Clean up my mess.
Okay,
I don't know.
so that's done. We still have one more endeavor to use. What should we do? What should we do with it? You want to give somebody an hunt XP?
Okay.
Might as well. Unless you want to try and make a baby again. Huh?
Maybe. Nah.
Yeah, what?
Share hunt XP or
Hunt XP?
whatever that was. Yep.
Alright, we'll give it to Rando.
Rando.
We'll give it to male one.
What?
We'll give it to this first male one.
Got
Okay.
it.
Alright, we got a lot of stuff.
Now what are we on?
That's it. So we are fully developed. We got everything. We're fully developed. We got everything we need. So the next thing we do is pretty much decide what we're going to hunt.
Yep.
We can hunt the screaming antelope, or we can hunt. Here, take off your those things. We can either hunt the screaming antelope, or we can hunt the white lion on the next week.
Screaming antelope?
We could certainly
I
do
wonder
that.
how loud this is.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this game, it's called Kingdom Death Monster. It's pretty expensive out there. I think.
And 10 more subscribers. So.
Right. If we get up to 20 subscribers, on YouTube, we're doing great. And we're going to do the Bean Boozled challenge. Is that right?
Yep.
And in addition to that, if we get, I don't know, 10 followers on Twitch, we'll do the Bean Boozled challenge. Why not?
Again.
Either one. If we get 10 followers on Twitch, or up to 20 subscribers on YouTube, whatever one comes first, we'll do the Bean Boozled challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's Bad News Bears. It's gross.
You have to eat disgusting beans, like barf flavor. And then you barf.
And we'll do a full-on Bean Boozled. It ain't just going to be eating one. We're going to do eating all the way up until somebody throws up. No, just kidding. We're going to eat whoever gets... Whenever someone reaches 3 bad ones, that'll be game over. Did you... Give me your stuff.
Okay, so
we're kind of in cleanup mode here. I guess we'll go for the Screaming Antelope next week. Next week we'll do this on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure to catch us playing Kingdom Death Monster on Thursday. I don't know if it's going to be my partner in crime over here or if it's going to be other people, the people that were here last time. Who knows? But we are definitely going to play.
What should I do with these?
Give me. We are definitely going to play one way or the other. And that is my new motto. One way or the other. So thanks for watching. Catch us on YouTube. We're Kegs Guild on YouTube. Yep. We are Kegs Guild on Twitch. Obviously, if you're watching this now, you're watching us on Twitch. And what else? Anything else? Oh yeah. I also started a group playing... we're using Tabletop Simulator, and we're playing Kingdom Death Monster on there. That's actually pretty cool. A fellow by the name of Nognoth put together a virtual game board for Kingdom Death Monster. It looks pretty great. So me and some friends are doing that on Monday. So look for us there. I'll be I live streamed that this past Monday, but the settings for my audio were really bad. So you could hear me, but you couldn't hear them. I think I've got that fixed. I should do testing better next time, but I think that's fixed. So we're going to give that another go. We basically, all we've done so far is beat the White Lion Prologue White Lion, so we'll be doing the level 1 White Lion. Kind of like what we did here today. Mm-hmm. So catch us on Monday. So Monday, Tabletop Sim, KDM,
yep.
Level 1 White Lion. On Thursday, we're going to be doing Year 2 Screaming Antelope. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's what we got.
I just want to do something real quick, show you a better look at the White Lion.
He is impressive. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Oh, yeah! I don't know. I just want to
Got any parting words? Oh, yeah! Kegs Guild! Kegs Guild!
Kegs Guild's awesome.